Here's the second introductory video for Integrated Data Viewer beginners. Now that you can open the IDV, we're going to talk about some of the basic dashboard controls. By default, the IDV opens two windows when it starts running. The one on the left of my screen is the dashboard. The one on the right is called the map view. We'll talk more about the map view window in the next episode. The dashboard has several types of controls: menus, buttons, and tabs. The tabs let you quickly access quick links, data choosers, the field selector, and the displays. Quick links is just what it sounds like: links to open things that you might want to access quickly. These can be saved IDV projects called bundles, or datasets that you've marked as favorite. Any template that you've made can be found here, along with recent projects and specialty displays. You can also open new view windows in this tab. We'll cover the types of view windows in a later video. For now, just know that you're not limited to the one-panel map view window that's on my screen right now. The first thing that you have to do to create any figure is to load some sort of data. There are several types of data sources that you can use. Files lets you pick data that's already on your computer. The catalog lets you access data stored online from sources that Unidata knows about. If the catalog doesn't have your source, copy the URL and replace .html with .xml under the URL option. I'm going to choose some data to play with for now. NAM data is generally pretty easy to work with in the IDV. Adding data automatically opens the Field Selector tab. The data that was added could contain several parameters. Here, we select which parameters we want to plot and how they should be plotted. I'm using relative humidity at the freezing point to make a filled contour plot. Creating a display does a few things. The most noticeable is that the display is added to the view window. The Displays tab of the dashboard is also opened automatically. The Displays tab lets you edit all of your displays. Right now there are only two. Now, I'm not a huge fan of green coastlines, so I'll use this window to make them black. I'd also like to see more detail in my figure, so I'll decrease the contour interval. You can stick with the default color table, or you can pick one here that you like. You can also change the color table's range to highlight the data values you're interested in. Reducing the color table's maximum here makes it easy to identify dry airstreams. Now that we've gone through the tabs, we should probably cover the buttons. They help you navigate the program quickly. The one that looks like a video game controller brings the dashboard to the front. If you had closed your dashboard, this is the way to reopen it. The window with a plus sign opens a new map view window. The folder lets you open a file, and the floppy disk lets you save your current project as a bundle. Bundles that you've marked as favorite are shown when you click on the star icon. If you get stuck, you can use the blue circle with a question mark to open the IDV user manual. If you think that there's a problem with the program, you can easily send a support request that, if you want, includes all of the data you're working with so that we can recreate and fix your problem in less time. If you made a mistake and want to start over, you can either delete just the displays by clicking on the eraser, or you can delete all of your selected data sources using the scissors. You can use the pencil to annotate your figure. It opens a window that's basically the meteorological equivalent of Windows Paint. Sometimes it's also nice to show the Earth's surface rather than the black void that is the IDV's default background. The little Earth opens NASA's blue marble dataset as a display. Because the IDV is great for processing large datasets, it's likely that you'll eventually give it more data than your computer can handle. If the IDV says that it's loading for more than 5 or 10 minutes, depending on the dataset that you're using, you might want to stop it and restart the process after trimming the dataset down. The ideal way to do this is by clicking on the stop sign, but that doesn't always work. If you find yourself in this situation, you'll need to force the program to close. On Linux, you can do this by hitting Ctrl-C. When you're ready to close the IDV, you can use either the X button on the dashboard or you can close the view window. If you have any problems, feel free to visit our website at unidata.ucar.edu or email us at support-idv@unidata.ucar.edu.